So you'll see these signs right here, camping prohibited. Hey folks, it's Mark, Dispersed Camper Man, and I am currently dispersed camping in the Sal National Forest, right next to the Sal Mountains over here. I'm about 15 miles southeast from Moab and about 22 miles from the Arches National Park. In order to get here from Highway 191, we're turning onto Old Airport Road, then left onto Road 127 or the Sal Loop Road, about 10 miles to my campsite, which is right here. Just take a look. I'm dispersed camped right off of the Sal Loop Road. Look at that view over there. You can kind of see Moab Rim over there. And this is my campsite, folks. I got the Sal Mountains as my backdrop. This spot is fairly unlevel. There are several other dispersed camping spots on this road, and at the end of this video I'll bring you in on my motorcycle. I'll show you some of the other campsites in this area. The reason why I chose this one right here, even though it's fairly unlevel, that's because no one else can camp right next to me. The other campsites I know of on this road, it's several people already camped on them, and one up here, further up on the road, has a pretty nice sized camping spot, but it's still got snow on it. I'll show you all of that later on when I bring you up through this road on my motorcycle. Yeah, I had to do some major leveling out. I am still fairly unlevel here, but what I've done right here is pretty decent. It's doable. I'm still tilted up front. I got my solar panels on full display. Get my jackeries charged up. Yeah, pretty cool. I got some excellent Starlink internet. There is zero cell service right up here, so if you need cell service, bring your Starlink or some other source. These jackery solar panels are keeping up pretty good. I got one of my cameras hidden right there. Look at the view. The Sal Mountains, folks. Like I told you in my last video, this is my solar panel for my onboard battery. Just keeping my onboard battery charged up. Somebody put a nice little campfire right here. Yep. I've even got a little shade tree right here. Sun starts coming up. I just move my chair underneath the shade right there. Very convenient. This is a pretty cool little dispersed camping site, folks. This is the Sal National Forest. 14 days free camping right here. Since this is a little spot right here, I think this is Forest Road 68. I didn't want to block it, so I disconnected my trailer, moved it up here. And right down here, let me take you down here. So there's a Jeep trail. I've been using it for hiking. I think this is Forest Road 68. My first night here, late in the evening, somebody pulled in here. They camped overnight, and they were gone in the morning before I even realized they were gone. This is a really nice little camping spot up through here. A little rugged getting out here, getting over here, but right there's a spot right there. It is fairly unlevel. Be a nice little camping for a car or a little Class B. Got some beautiful sights down through here. When that truck camper, I think the pop-up truck camper came through here, I think he was camped right here, right next to the cattle guard. Right down here, a little creek. It's got some water running into it. I was walking this the other day. My camper's like right there. I was walking this, I think yesterday evening. I could have sworn I stumbled onto a, looks like a bear track. I'm not for sure though. Look, kind of like a black bear track. I know there's black bears out here. Look kind of fresh too. I don't know, what do you guys think? Does that look like a black bear track to you? Yeah, the only other animals I saw through here, I think I was heading to town, to Moab, and I looked over to the left. I saw some, look like mule deer. I saw them over on the left. I think they were just grazing, looking for food. That's pretty cool little animals. You can't really tell if they're bucks or does because they don't have no antlers, I believe, this time of year. But one of them looked like acting like a buck. He's acting like he was trying to protect his doe, so I don't know if it's a buck or not. Also, I was going further down this road, and I ran into some turkeys. Yeah, that's the only animals I've seen so far, is those turkeys that were crossing the road. And also, I came out of my truck camper up here, and I looked across the road, and there's some deer just right across the road, checking me out. Yes, the abundant wildlife out through here for sure. And like I said, this is road Forest Road 68 I'm camped right on. And right there is the road that leads out. This is pretty much just a Jeep trail, but you can hike on it. So that's what I've been doing. When I was hiking on this road, I saw a pretty neat little lookout spot. I want to take you down there and take a look at it. Take a look. The Sal Mountains, folks. It's got a lot of Jeep trails and a lot of hiking trails you can go on. I explored this little Jeep trail on my motorcycle a couple of days ago. I want to take you guys down here to show you this lookout I found. It's pretty cool. Look at all these beautiful rock outcroppings. A lot of juniper trees. It's really nice being out here in the National Forest. The Sal National Forest, and spending so much time in the desert. It's nice seeing some greenery for a chance. Let's go down here and take a look at this lookout spot. I had to stop and take my sweatshirt off. Being up 7,500 feet in elevation. Air's a little thinner. Believe it or not, I feel like it's warm up here. Let's look at this road. It is definitely a Jeep trail. So you don't want to bring a car or anything that high clearance through here. We are almost there. The Sal Mountains, folks. Look at this view. And we are here. Take a look at it. It's pretty cool seeing the snow-covered mountain over there. But there's a little lookout spot right there. If you come up a little bit more up here, is a better lookout. Right here's the entrance. Look at that. This is pretty cool. If you're afraid of heights, don't come out here. Look at that. Step out on this rock. That's way down there. These trees look pretty cool. These are firs. That tree right there is huge. I don't know how they died. That's crazy. Let me get a little bit closer to the edge. Woo! Look at all that down there. Beautiful. Is that my shadow right there? Hello. shadow. Right down there is Brumley Creek. I would imagine Brumley Creek is probably a raging river down through here, which carved out this sandstone. To me, this is pretty cool. So here's less than a mile from my camping spot. When it starts to get warmer, I think I'll probably head back up here and try to find a way down there. Splash around in that snow melt, ice cold water. I bet it'll feel good. So here's the couple lookout points. Within walking distance of my campsite. This is about a mile from my campsite. It's very convenient having that Forest Road 68 right here. I can do my morning walks and my evening walks. And every time I hike down through there, I see something different. Especially that Brumley Creek down there, that lookout. Down at the very bottom of that lookout is Brumley Creek. I believe it's ice melt coming from the mountains up there. I'm definitely going to keep that in mind for the summer. So when it gets pretty hot down in Moab area or down below, I'm going to come back up here and check out that creek. I'm going to try to find some way to get down there. That's going to be eventually sometime this summer when I'll be able to do that. But right now I'm at 7,400 feet right now. I think Moab sits at about 4,000 feet. So 7,400 feet, the weather hasn't been that bad. It's been in the 60s and then the low 40s overnight. So it's not too bad. And I'm hearing June is when all the snow is going to melt off of these mountains right here. So yeah, I got an outstanding view here. Then after doing all that hiking, later on that evening, I did cook me up some Alfredo pasta. I just boiled some water, threw a couple of cups of pasta in the boiling water. After about 12-13 minutes, drained that pasta and I threw some Alfredo sauce in the pan, stirred it up. And on top of that, I made a little side salad, which I think turned out great. And doing the Alfredo pasta is a real quick meal you can do if you don't want to spend a whole lot of cooking. I like doing a lot of pasta right here dispersed camping. Doesn't take long and it's very good. Let's look at these views. Yeah, my last 3 videos been in Utah. It's been pretty much a desert, pretty much the same looking desert. So I thought I'd come up here on the Sal Mountains, get some trees in it, and get some more greenery up in here. The Sal Mountains does not disappoint, especially being so close to Moab and Arches National Park, which is pretty cool. And like I mentioned earlier, this is just one place where you can disperse camp out here in the Sal Mountains. When you first jump on to Highway 127 or Sal Loop Road, that's pretty much Utah State Trust land, and about the first 4 or 5 miles in, you can't disperse camp there. You'll see the signs up saying no camping allowed. But as soon as you hit the Sal National Forest, that's when you can disperse camp anywhere, pretty much anywhere you want to. Like I said earlier, I'm going to bring you in on this road. I want to show you some of the other spots that you can disperse camp on. Like I said, I picked this spot, which is fairly unlevel, because I'll be by myself. Nobody else is going to be able to camp here. And the only people who can camp close to me be if they go down this road a little ways. But I really can't see them over there. But the rest of the spots I've noticed over here is pretty much for big group camping spots. Maybe one more. That would be for one person. But yeah, I'm going to take you to the end of this road on Highway 191 and bring you in and show you the road and show you some more different dispersed camping spots if you're interested in coming up here. Hey folks, I'm heading south from Moab. And you come to this sign right here. I'm on South 191 Highway. You come to the Sal Loop Road, National Forest access. Making this left right here. Next here's Old Airport Road right here, and this will turn into the Sal Loop Road up here. Let's see what road this is. Yeah, Old Airport Road. You go here about half a mile. This will turn into the Sal Loop Road right up here. This is where Sal Loop Road starts. Yep. Sal Mountain Loop Road. You're making a right. This is where the loop road starts. We're headed to the Sal Forest, National Forest up here is where I'm dispersed camped on. Like I said earlier, the first couple of 4 or 5 miles is Utah State Trust land. And they don't want you camping on this very beginning, about 4 or 5 miles. You'll see these signs right here: camping prohibited, management of State of Utah Trust Lands Administration. This would be an ideal camping spot right here. You also see these signs where they don't want you to camp out here. So yeah, no camping right here. Also, you'll see these signs in the first 4 or 5 miles on this road right here. But like I said, where we're headed, where I'm camped at, is the Sal National Forest. So I will not be on state trust land. I'll be in the National Forest, and I'll show you those signs up here when we get to them. You can disperse camp where I'm at in the National Forest up to 14 days, I believe. Yeah, we're headed right up there. Look at that view. Of course, there's no guardrails, so if you're afraid of heights, probably they come up here. Probably see, I think you see Moab from up here. Let's see. Yeah, right here. Just keep going straight. Looks like you're going off the cliff. It's actually a lookout. Look at that. Golly, how you'd like to have that house right there. What a view. Even up here, it says no camping sign right there. But yeah, right over there is Moab. You can kind of see there's Moab Rim. Some beautiful views up here, folks. Pretty cool little lookout. We'll continue our drive. And I would definitely not come up here if it snowed or if it has snowed. It can get pretty bad up here. Roads can become unpassable. Or if you're up here camping and it dumped a couple of feet of snow on you, you're going to be up here for a while. And right up here from the lookout, it's right here, like the first spot you can disperse camp at. But there was pretty crowded when I came up here. Looks like this guy's cleared out. They even hauled in gravel, little pea gravel for this place up here. I did see that sign right there says potable toilet required, no wood cutting, 14-day limit on this spot right here. I came up here, I think last March, looking for dispersed camping spots, and this place was covered in snow. There's no way I could get in here. I was waiting for it to clear out to come up here and disperse camp. I came up here to disperse camp and it was packed. It's not too bad right now. There was a Class A parked right there on the left. Looks like he's gone, with a truck camper parked up there. But yeah, this is a pretty cool little dispersed camping spot right here. I didn't want to be so close to people. So what I did was kept going up the mountain to find a better spot. This place has got the views too. If you want to disperse camp right here, this is another option for you. You just have to catch it when there's not too many people here. I think this place is going to be packed in the summer months because they're coming in from Moab and the surrounding area trying to beat the heat. I think right here is about 5,000 feet elevation right there. Pretty nice little spot down through there. Here we go right here, folks. There's telling you you're crossing over into the Sal National Forest. It says motorized vehicle travel restricted to designated roads and trails. Route markers designate open areas. And this sign right here says 14-day camping limit. So where I'm at, you can disperse camp or anywhere in this national forest for 14 days. So yeah, we've crossed over into the Sal National Forest. I don't know if you can tell or not, but it is some pretty steep climbs down through here. And some places can be twisty and curvy. So if you're afraid of heights, definitely don't come up here. Look at that view. There's the Sal Mountains. Still got snow on them. And right there is my dispersed camping spot, folks. Hope you enjoyed the ride in. And on further up, there's also some more camping spots. But yeah, let me take you up there real quick. I'm gonna bypass this spot right here, my spot. And about a mile and a half up here is another dispersed camping spot fairly close to here. I'm gonna show you guys. I was going to camp there also, but I got up there and it was still snow covered. That ain't going to melt and dry out for probably a couple months. Yeah, I think it's right here. I want to get there. Yeah, it's right here. There's several spots you can disperse camp at right here, but as you can tell, it's very muddy. And the snow has not melted. It goes way back in there. Looks like they brought gravel in, so you can come back here and disperse camp. I'll probably go disperse camp out here eventually. This is looks like road 4829. It says right here. This right here is a pretty cool little spot. You got some privacy with the juniper trees, but I can't get back in there because of the pretty deep snow. Some places are a little over a foot deep, and as it's melting, it's making everything muddy. There's no way I'd go off in there in my truck or even my motorcycle. I'd never get out. I just gotta wait a couple more months till it gets dried out. Excellent spot right here. This is about a mile and a half up from my dispersed camping spot, and this has got some views too. Look at that. Nice, very nice view of the Sal Mountains. You can't beat my view though, where I'm camped at. The only downfall of my camping spot is it's fairly close to the road, and it's not very level. So yeah, head back to camp. Look at that view, folks. I'm heading back to my campsite. Got a good picture of the there's a Moab Ram right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's freaking cool looking. Right here to my left, look at that view. There's my dispersed camping spot right there. Looks like some bikers I rode through there. I'm like perched right on the edge of a mountainside with excellent views. Look at that. Beautiful. So if you're wanting a place to get out of the Utah desert, this is the place to come. This is the closest national forest from Moab. A lot of junipers, a lot of them. Here we go, home sweet home. Look at that view. Yeah, folks, the Sal Loop Road is pretty much all paved road, so you shouldn't have any problems coming up in here. The only issue you probably might have is some of the steep grades coming up in here. Other than that, it's a pretty decent road. Appreciate you guys for watching, and I would like to give one of my viewers, Paul Dean, who gave me a super thanks. And he wrote, "Thanks for this and all your useful and interesting videos." Hey Paul, appreciate you contributing to my channel. It helps me out a lot. Hey guys, appreciate you guys for watching. If you can, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and definitely leave a comment in the video, and I'll get back with you. Hey guys, thanks for watching.